you guys getting into saddle hunting or want to give you a quick tutorial on how to set up at hunting height, check it out. Hope it helps.
All right, so the way that this works is this strap just comes around the tree, hooks right into this little button, pull it tight. This is the really important step, is you actually have to let this off, pressure off the bottom and hold it flat, and now you have to really cinch it down. Now once you do that, you can press this platform back out, and now you have that bite into the tree. Now this is designed to move left or right based on where the teeth are grabbing, so that's normal. It's got a little bit of play in it. All right, so that's set, and now I'm ready to step into the platform. All right. All right, so I'm still got my lineman's belt attached. I'm gonna get my Tethrd out. Once again, this is a loop. I'm gonna do a simple girth hitch around the tree. So I'm gonna feed this back through on itself. Different methods on where you want to attach it. Some people like forehead height, some people like chin height. I tend to go a little bit higher. I feel like it allows me to maneuver around the tree a little bit easier. Just cinch that down. Once again, I'm using my Ropeman 1 mechanical prusik. Use my carabiner, and I'm just going to attach in. Make sure this is secured all the way down. Now I'm going to adjust my mechanical prusik to where the weight comes off the lineman's belt, and I begin to sit in my saddle. I can also adjust my utilibridge. The bigger the V, the less pressure is on my hips. The tighter, the more pressure on my hips. You just figure out what's comfortable for you. Now I'm going to undo my lineman's belt and stow. All right, and that's just going to live there for the remainder of the hunt. All right, so next I'm going to attach my his strap. This stands for hang your stuff. What's nice about the his strap is if you're hunting public land where it is illegal to use anything that screws into a tree, this allows you to hang all your gear without attaching anything into the tree itself. See, there's a loop here. I'm just going to run this slack through and basically make a little girth hitch. And I can take this clip, go into a loop, tighten this down. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bow hanger, and I'm going to hang it on the left side. Done. Now I'm ready to finish pulling up my rope with my gear. All right, so I'm going to pull up my pack and my bow. Right. Now I'm going to carefully detach my bow, and at first I'm just going to hang it. So I'm not worried about it being in the perfect spot. I just want to hang it in a way that it's secure and not going to come off. And now I can attach my pack. And I'm going to attach this onto my his strap. I can go lower, I can come up here higher. Depends on where I think the deer are going to come from using my bow. For me, I generally like to go lower than higher. Now I have all this slack, I can just do a simple figure 8, okay? Take that slack, I go around, stuff it in, and that's where it's going to live for the hunt. Next, I'm going to get into my pack.
All right, guys, so I'm grabbing out of my pack my binos, my laser rangefinder, and my buck grunt, and I'm hanging them on my his strap to where they're accessible while I'm hanging in the saddle on the tree.
All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is make sure I have my bow set up. The way that I like to do this is I'm going to pop my arrows off, and I'm going to actually have these hang separate from the bow. I like to hang this close in the front. Now I can kind of set my bow up the way I want it. All right, I'm going to get my arrow out. Now I can make adjustments. This is hanging a little bit lower than I would like for it to be. I want to be able to reach and grab this without having to bend far down. So I'm going to go ahead and change the way that I'm hanging it. I can also readjust if I want to take the time and bring this whole thing up. I've got a lot of weight on it, so I'm not going to move it for now. I'm going to demonstrate all the ways that you can shoot while in the saddle.
If you need to, you can turn and shoot deer that are behind you, or what's known as from the 6 o'clock position.
I can stand up, go under my tether so it locks me to the tree. I can shoot all the way to the other side of the tree. So there it is, there's my setup. Got my binos, grunt tube, arrows, rangefinder, bow, pack, rest. I can lean. I can sit. I can turn sideways. I can stand. It's up to you, whatever's comfortable. And that's my saddle setup, guys. All right, guys, so this is how I set up my saddle for saddle hunting. There's lots of ways to do this. If you go on YouTube, you'll see there's a million different varieties of ways to set up your saddle, way to set it up in a tree. This is a way, this is not the way. I've been doing this now for 3 years and I'm nowhere near an expert, but I figured a few things out and I've had some success with it. But it's really up to you. Do the research, check, there's a lot of good YouTube channels. G2 Outdoors has a ton of tutorials. Tethrd Nation has a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of other guys out there that are saddle hunting, and you can learn as much as you're willing to put time into it. I by no means want to act like this is the end-all be-all way to do it. This is a way to do it, and I hope it gives you some ideas for yourself about whether or not you're getting into saddle hunting. If you want to be mobile, hunt on public land, I hope this is helpful for you. If you got questions, put it in the comments below. We'll try to get back to you and answer anything that you ask. And good luck out there, guys.